Sunday classes, so beginner class at 11, advanced class at 12. Sundays are interesting at our club because we've got a lot of members that can only come on weekends, basically. Maybe they only come once a week on Sunday. And for them, that's their one chance to, roll and spar on the Sundays. And so Sundays tend to be a bit of a snake pit, so quite hard rolls, even if you wanted to, maybe go light or something. But I had a really good class, really enjoyable. We did some kind of really basic stuff, did like arm bars and then the kind of gift wrap to the back and that kind of stuff, and lots of rolling. So nice class. And today I wanted to talk about why I do jiu-jitsu. And, there's a few reasons that you might want to do jiu-jitsu. You might want the exercise, right? It's fairly good exercise. Can help you with your, maintaining your weight, maybe losing a bit of weight, keep you, strong and flexible and so on. You might do it for self-defense, kind of so that you can, if there's an altercation, I've never been in an altercation, then, you'll be able to probably deal with most of the untrained population who aren't, fighting regularly. You might do it for the companionship, right? For the sense of community, the group kind of, make friends at jiu-jitsu and so on. And all of those are true in a way. But I would say that none of them are hugely compelling by themselves. So in terms of exercise, there's probably much more effective ways to get exercise. Weight training, resistance training is probably better for you. Light cardio is probably better for you. Circuit training is probably better for you. And you can do those in shorter time. So in terms of exercise, jiu-jitsu is okay, but it's probably not the best option. Self-defense, jiu-jitsu is probably useful. If you get if you've got a drunk family member or something and you want to hold them down without hurting them or that kind of thing, but it's probably not the best option on the streets, as it were. You're probably better off with a little bit of boxing, maybe some kickboxing, and just running away, really. And in terms of companionship, it's cool. You get the sense of community. It's really nice to, come and see people and have a chat and so on. But, there's probably other things you could do that would do that. And then there's some huge downsides to jiu-jitsu, like the injuries we talked about the other day, the cost. It's a fairly expensive hobby. The time takes ages. And then, if you want to really take it seriously, then you're going to be buying instructionals, you're going to be buying gis, you're going to be buying stuff, you're going to be going to seminars and camps. And, it's a really expensive way to do these three things not particularly well. But for me, it's the combination, right? It is pretty good exercise. Jiu-jitsu is a really interesting exercise because it's kind of a combination of strength and cardio. So you got this isometric strength where you're pulling and pushing and you got the cardio because you got 6 minute, 7 minute rounds, right? You got to be moving for 7 minutes. It's an incredibly effective form of exercise. I always end up like this. And I reckon that's probably good for my cardiovascular health. In terms of self-defense, I think once you've got a blue belt, you've probably learned enough jiu-jitsu wise, to handle yourself if you really needed to in that extremely unlikely scenario. I've never been in a fight. I've been attacked once on the street. Someone kicked me on the street and then walked away, and I didn't do anything. So, that's it. So, in terms of self-defense, it would probably be better to be violently mugged every couple of years, and you'd probably get hurt less than by training jiu-jitsu regularly. But there is that, and there is a sense of community. It is nice for me to get away. I do find when doing jiu-jitsu that it's very hard to think about other things. It really makes you concentrate and focus, and that can really take you away from your worries, your stress, your daily life. So that's something that does it for me as well. So for me, it's the combination. It's, it's the exercise. It's the being fairly confident of being able to handle yourself in a physical confrontation with one person who isn't trained or psychotic. It's the companionship. It's nice to come and hang out with the guys. It's the focus, the kind of stress reduction, and And it's just the combination. I find it intellectually fascinating as well. It's fascinating. There's such a depth to jiu-jitsu that I think most martial arts probably don't quite have, because there are so many techniques, so many positions, so many combinations. You can't possibly master them all. So you're kind of discovering new stuff, finding stuff that you like, finding stuff that you're good at, and going deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole, and it never ends. So that's why I do jiu-jitsu. Why do you do jiu-jitsu? Leave us a comment, and I'll see you in the next video.